Sorry about that, I got a little bit of a call. But either way, here's what I want to show you guys just before we really start it up. Like before we get into the crafting, as the epic gamers might say. What we want to do is I want to show you the communist state. It's not officially communist, but we have control of the railway. And I'm going to say that we have a little bit of control. Less control over or not less control, but certainly it's open to the public control of the inn. And to some extent, I would say, or to most extent, I would also say the rivers. But yeah, so here's a little bit of a map that we have copied from actual maps. It extends a little bit. But this color, we want it to be closer to, we don't want it to be that dark. There we go. See, it's to a lesser extent. See, because we control this area, just not to the extent, maybe you could say, because it's still like right outside the base. But like, here's a map in terms of territory. Orange is the savanna color, so we're just gonna because it's kind of it's savanna over here, you know. What's happening? I'm showing a map. Wait, frick. I'm showing a map of the current state of the world. We want to let's just look like poopy. See, so this is the savanna, which over here is a bit of a forest, right? Which is by some plains. And I'm part of the savanna. It encroaches a little bit in here. But we also can't have the key be all covered up, right? You know. So we're also making this into a biome map. And it's pretty much just plains, just all the way down there. Okay. So I'd say this is pretty accurate, as they say. So this is kind of our society. Okay. Maybe we just erase inside of the borders, because it doesn't really matter what biome it is, because, you know, This is the communist. I just realized what shape it was. I was trying to think of a similar shape. But I mean, go ahead and tell me. This is not the same shape as Africa. In fact, I'm going to look it up right now. Africa. She was popping. Okay. Africa. It looks not too far off. Not going to lie. I love my African-shaped country. Either way. This is... Yeah, I was about to say it looks like Africa. Yeah, okay. So, we have this, and then I'm going to make it in dark green. In terms of territory, we have the DiGiorno area, is what I will call it. Because that's what it pretty much is. Over here is the DiGiorno sector. It's the common people. That's what I'll call them, you know, because it is what it is. I won't lie. It's a little disappointing. Ooh, what's popping? Sorry, I'm just updating the map. Because I'm going to show you guys what I want to plan to do. And Jack, you missed it. I was streaming a little bit earlier. Up until about 4 o'clock. So 30 minutes ago I stopped. But I found some diamonds. Which is going to be very good for resources. To say the least. We can also add just... It's slightly over here. But not quite. Because the N is international, but it's still my jurisdiction. As of now, do we want this to be above or below the house layer? I think we want it to be above. We want it to be above the house layer, but below the labeling layer. Just hide the labels. See, so like this is kind of where everything is. If you want to look at it. These colors are like so harsh too. It's kind of unfortunate. We just make small little black outlines. So we can hide the layer. Okay. The colors were kind of for a reason, but it doesn't really matter. I thought I had roads too. Where's the road map? Oh, there we go. So now it looks even worse. Just really quick, just sketching it all out, all the houses. We got most of it sketched out, so now we can go pop. Or we can make the trees go over here. We can make the trees visible. Now we don't have to have these be visible either. can just do it like this. Okay, so now we basically have a map. Can't forget about these. You know, there we have like roads. We don't really need them. But you get the picture, you know? This is kind of what we have. But what we want to do is we want to extend my communist rule. It's not really communist, but I'm saying it's communist. Like over here is the railway, you know? Here's the railway. What I want to do is, and I think I want it to go out this way. I want to have it like I want to like make some infrastructure over here. Maybe some housing along the road. I just want it to be like a nice little civilization. Right here, there's a bit of a mountain, so we go. But I think you understand. Like, I want to make some industrialization over here. So I want it to go out like this and have a bunch of buildings alongside the road. I want it to curve. Make the curve more dramatic. Either way, earlier today I was like watching some JoJo Part 1 Phantom Blood. It's kind of epic. No, I want to make a big long building over this way. And I'm basically just copying Jay Shalot and his City Skylines thing. But this is kind of what I want to do. In essence. Sounds epic? Thank you. I hope it sounds epic. Just gonna... for all to see. But then we can also add a small little outline. Just this is kind of like ownership, you know. So we have big ol' Africa, and then we have my little area. One sec. The stream is gonna go offline, but then it's gonna come real quick